50 movie reviews already? I know I should be happy, but I feel depressed about how much time has passed. It's been 5 years, I feel old, and I'm still not famous. But before we celebrate this special occasion, let's cut to a commercial. This review is sponsored by Greek yogurts. If you'd like to finish off your dinner with a delicious dessert, avoid this food at all costs. No, seriously, do not eat this crap, it tastes like vomit. Today, we are going to talk about one of the funniest comedies of the 2000s. A movie so funny, it's banned in Iran. That movie, of course, is Zoolander. Ben Stiller's 2001 cult comedy, which he wrote, produced, directed and starred in, a hilarious satire on the fashion industry about a male model being brainwashed into assassinating a political figure. Ben Stiller worked for years on a sequel which finally came out 15 years later in 2016, and I have to admit, even I was excited to see it back then, thanks to the trailer and a hilarious marketing interview. And after finally watching it this year, I'm glad I never paid to see it in the cinema. Zoolander 2 lacks any of the intelligence and effort of the original, even with the same writers behind it. Very few people went to see it and nobody liked it. Even the nostalgic douches had trouble defending it. So, let's see what went wrong with Zoolander 2. The movie opens with a hooded figure being chased by some gunmen on motorbikes. Who could our mysterious man be? Well, it's none other than Justin Bieber. That is so 2011.
We will protect the chosen one.
Okay, that's a lot of bullets to kill one horrible singer. So despite being seriously shot, Justin Bieber is able to get out his mobile phone, take a selfie and post it online.
Peace out.
And that's the end of the movie, leaving all the fans satisfied. In case you don't remember, at the end of the first film, Zoolander married Matilda, the woman of his dreams. They had a son together and opened a center for kids with special needs. The sequel is like, screw that, let's ruin everything that he has accomplished.
Shocking, stupefying, literally collapsed into the East River only 2 days after its official opening. Sadly, his wife, Matilda Jeffrey Zoolander, has reportedly died.
We also find out that Zoolander lost custody of his son and has since been living as a recluse in the snowy mountains.
Go away.
Derek, open up, it's me!
He gets a visit from Billy Zane, playing himself again. Remember when he was in Titanic, back when he had dignity?
Got your Netflix?
Oh, Jack Ryan. And Jack Reacher. Tonight's gonna be a total jack-off.
Ha, ha, ha. That joke wasn't smart. He receives a message from Kristen Wiig in the form of a hologram, because, you know, it's the future.
That's Alexandria Aitaz, owner of the largest fashion empire in the world.
I have personally selected you to come to Rome, the eternal city.
Zoolander has serious doubts about coming back, but Billy Zane convinces him to take this opportunity.
If you take this job that Alexandria is offering you, you could prove to Child Services that you are a productive member of society again. Become the father you were meant to be, and get your boy back.
Put a cork in it, Zane!
I should mention that there is a lot of product placement in this movie. Do they show it in a funny and creative way? No, just a blatant type. Apparently there's another universe inside Billy Zane's eye. We cut to Hansel, played by Owen Wilson, who is also living in isolation with his orgy group, which includes Kiefer Sutherland.
All of you.
I know there was a potential joke in this scene, but the way it's handled, it just doesn't hit.
How is this even possible? We thought you'd be happy.
Well, I am happy. I want to check on the camel here.
Screw responsibility.
Hey, Hansel.
He gets the same invitation, so he travels to Rome where he bumps into Zoolander.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, not long enough.
We haven't seen each other
since the building you designed fell on my face and ruined my career? Yeah, it's been a while.
It's revealed that the mask Hansel is wearing on his right cheek is to cover the horrific disfigurement caused by the accident, but Zoolander encourages him to take it off.
Ah! No! It's disgusting! Put it back! I was wrong! Please put the mask back on! It's so gross! I can't be friends with you if you look like that, please!
Oh come on, it doesn't look that bad compared to the scar on my left arm.
Ah! No! It's disgusting!
Okay.
Okay, so what say we get you cleaned up, shave that billy goat beard, go downstairs and show these punks what real fashion looks like.
Zoolander shaves his hair and beard, and the pair team up to be back in the game.
I'm so brother 100. How much charisma could another one start? And I'm a merc, half hurt, lead a cop dog, something.
The fashion show has a lot of flamboyant people, including an androgynous model played by Benedict Cumberbatch.
Are you like a male model or a female model?
Well, it's not defined by binary constructs.
Oh, I'm sorry, are you not comfortable with people like all in the workplace or something?
No.
He's uncomfortable because he has just met Benedict Cumberbatch in person.
All is all to all. All is done here. Atari.
Seafools.
Kristen Wiig also tries desperately to be funny.
Your face is so handsome. Und Hansel, so stimme. Ridiculously stimme and hoyot.
I'll give it this, it makes her performance in Ghostbusters look less cringy.
Come on! Chop chop! Lay down! Get in!
They get on stage, but it turns out that they were invited just to be humiliated.
Old? LeMay?
No, that's Spanish. Lame.
Hot dog! It's definitely a hot dog!
So after being tortured by saturation in slow motion, Zoolander gives up, but they get a visit from an Interpol agent. Well, hello Penelope Cruz. Haven't seen you since the Queen of Spain.
It has to do with the death of Justin Bieber.
His death is not my problem.
You are my only chance.
What part of not my problem did you not understand?
None of it.
Penelope Cruz takes them to headquarters where it's revealed that Justin Bieber and other singers, including Madonna and Usher, were assassinated while posing with one of Zoolander's facial looks.
He posted it to the blog spot for his summer concert tour. He was trying to send a message.
It's an old one from the 90s. It was for a body lotion campaign I did. I called it Aqua Vitae.
So we see the commercial where Zoolander did his Aqua Vitae look, which looks like one of those music videos from Enigma. So while they're investigating, they locate Zoolander's son at an orphanage that just so happens to be right here in Rome.
Hello. Ah! I'm the headmaster. Derek Zoolander.
Wait a minute, that's the evil DJ from the first movie. That wig wouldn't even fool Wallace and Gromit.
He used to be called Derek Jr.
Really? That's strange, that's my name.
Hey, Fatlander!
Unfortunately, Zoolander's son doesn't meet the standards of being ridiculously good-looking due to him being fat.
I was there when you were little.
Most kids play catch with their father. They don't go with them to a thong shoot.
There's a lot of starving children in Africa who would die to go to a thong shoot.
He tries to make up to him by reusing jokes from the first movie.
Frozen chocolate gelato!
orange mocha frappuccino!
It's the same joke, only this time there's no build-up. You are the worst dad ever.
You know, sometimes it takes an extremely traumatic experience to make you appreciate a good makeover.
He even tries to have Derek Jr. shave his hair and dress like him, but he rejects his father all the same.
I don't want to be anything like you. And you were the most narcissistic, self-involved person I've ever met.
But that's not how I think of me.
I'm going back to school.
Hansel isn't much happier until he's invited to another orgy group that includes Susan Sarandon.
Touch me. I want to be dirty.
Am I really going to spend the entire review comparing both movies?
Hansel!
Hello, hello!
I don't even want to know what they were doing with that hippo.
Please, let me just explain.
Hansel, how can you expect to love 11 people when you don't even love yourself?
Kiefer Sutherland, how did you fall so low after 24?
Hey, Katie.
Here's another problem that really bugs me. This sequel has too many fucking celebrity cameos. In the first movie, the cameos didn't add much to the story, but they were short and humorous, as well as helping establish the type of world that the story is set in.
Oh my gosh, the style and the hair. You know, it's almost like the new afro for the white man, but it's beautiful.
And what does the sequel do to try and make them funny?
Who am I?
Neil deGrasse Tyson. Even you don't know who you are?
What use does the question, who am I, even have?
Have you ever studied the philosophical concept of trying?
That's what I do. I'm Neil deGrasse Tyson, bitch.
But Penelope Cruz has found a clue.
And a linguistics analysis on its etymology. The direct translation is water of life, but many have interpreted it another way. The fountain of youth.
The Fountain of Youth? That was the main plotline in Pirates of the Caribbean 4, which Penelope Cruz starred in. Brilliant!
Excuse me. Orgy?
You are in serious danger. Don't stand so close to me.
The killer of Scream is the caller.
You hang up on me again, I'll gut you like a fish, understand?
Just meet me at St. Peter's Basilica at midnight.
They go to where the caller told them to go. Who could our mysterious caller be? Roxanne! Sorry, but Sting is just not David Bowie.
Have you heard of the Fountain of Youth? Yes. The Garden of Eden. The birthplace of Adam and Eve. And Steve.
Okay, I have no idea where this is going, but what the fuck is this story?
Steve was the original supermodel. He was said to be so beautiful, with a look so powerful. That look was called El Niño.
El Niño? That was just a movie.
For the legend states that if you wrench the still beating heart from the gorgeous body of a true descendant of Steve and drink its blood, you will obtain eternal beauty.
The first movie was about brainwashed models killing political figures. Why have we now gone into supernatural fantasy?
But who is the chosen one?
We believe it is your son, and that he is in grave danger.
They rush to the orphanage, but Derek Jr. is nowhere to be found.
The Headmaster didn't even have a name or papers.
Oh my god, it's the evil breakdancing DJ.
Again, we already knew that, so there's really no surprise.
He was arrested with Mugato and his accomplice back in 2001. Looks like the evil DJ came through the Swiss border with forged papers about 3 weeks ago.
And they never explain how he got out of jail.
Driven to Rome and kidnapped Derek's son. Which means the person behind all of this is...
You heard that right. Mugatu, the villain from the first film, is also behind this convoluted plot. They decide to go to the island where he is imprisoned to see if he has any valuable information.
Be careful, Derek. He'll try to get inside your head.
He enters the prison, which also has prisoners like MC Hammer and John Malkovich.
Smart casual. Smart casual.
I feel like I'm missing the punchline.
Derek Zoolander.
He comes face to face with Hannibal Mugatu Lecter, who is tied up in chains. And give the actor Will Ferrell some credit, he still manages to be funny even with the material that he is given.
I seem to have developed a nasty itch. I'd ask you to scratch it for me, but no doubt you'd think I was just trying to trick you.
Or you're trying to make me think I shouldn't help you. In which case, I should do the opposite of that and help you.
Everyone tells me that High School Musical is very good and that I should watch it. But that means it's bad, so therefore I should not watch it.
The die is cast.
I'd prefer that you didn't.
I'm gonna do it.
Let me go!
Not until you untie my straitjacket and put it on, okay?
Which means you will let me go. So I'll do it.
Oh my gosh.
If I do my homework, will you let me watch The Sopranos?
No! Not until you're 50.
That means you will let me watch it, eventually. Mugatu manages to free himself and change Zoolander. Thank God that this room doesn't have any security cameras. Oh wait, yes it does!
For 10 long years, spent creating some of the most realistic and lifelike masks ever made. You can become me! You!
That's it? You'll never get away with this.
You probably shouldn't have brought those cheap materials from the shop down the road.
Will that be all, Mr. Zoolander?
That will be all.
How about taking off your disguise outside the prison and not inside with the guards still watching you? But I think they're blind since they don't even notice. Of course, this scene can't be complete without recycling the latte scene from the first movie, down to the last fucking detail. Just because people rewatch that scene a lot doesn't mean it's a good idea to reuse it. How? Just how did he do it without even being visible in the previous shots?
Alexander!
Mugatu and Kristen Wiig are actually working together as they plan to kill Derek Jr. for the sacrifice. Penelope Cruz manages to free Zoolander, but how will they make it back to the mainland without any transport?
Who says swimsuit models are useless? Grab me like your life depends on it. Not like this. Like this. For safety. We are swimming back to Rome.
Sorry, but SpongeBob SquarePants already did this joke with David Hasselhoff. David Hasselhoff's chest is still 1,000,000 times sexier.
Did you see that?
The control!
Derek! Hansel! Boy, am I glad to see you guys.
So they find out that the sacrifice is going to take place in an underground temple, which is being attended by several fashion icons.
That's Alexander Wang and Vera Wang. Mark Jacobs. Tommy Hilfiger.
They are all here for the greater good.
The greater good.
And behold, God expunged Steve from the garden, only to redeem us with eternal youth. No!
Zoolander interrupts the sacrifice, but Mugatu has a plot twist to reveal.
I own the construction company that built the Center for Kids Who Can't Read Good. I personally made sure they cut corners. Literally.
Again, weren't they supposed to be in jail?
Now you don't have the ceremonial night, which means no fountain of youth.
Come on, Derek, we need the blood.
Blood of Steve.
Blood of Steve! Blood of Steve!
Just shut up, everyone! Shut up! There is no fountain of youth!
Oh, I see. Go on.
Adam and Eve and Steve? Are you serious? You actually believe that crap?
What?
It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard!
That's the most realistic part in the entire movie.
Why are you doing all of this then?
I knew that there'd only be one thing that would gather the entire idiotic fashion world into one place.
Mugatu traps everyone inside and prepares to kill them as part of his revenge.
I hate you, Derek Zoolander.
And then why kill all those pop stars? Why kill Justin Bieber?
Really? You're asking me why I killed Justin Bieber?
Well, his motive was justified. He activates a bomb to kill everyone in the room, as well as a pool of lava just go along with it.
Put the bomb down, Mugatu!
But it turns out that Kristen Wiig isn't Kristen Wiig. It's actually Mia Jovovich in disguise.
Come on, my sexy sister.
Not that she appears a lot, as she was probably busy doing Resident Evil 9 at the time. Now, in the first film, Zoolander uses his magnum look to stop a ninja star from moving. Because this facial look is so beautiful, nothing can resist it. In the sequel, it is straight up sorcery.
Magic.
But his powers aren't strong enough and he needs reinforcements.
Who's your daddy now?
I don't know who my daddy is!
Ansel.
What?
I am your father.
Sorry, that reveal came out of nowhere. What?
I am your father.
Holy shit. Sting?
There was no build up to this twist. It's not funny or emotional, and it doesn't go anywhere after this. So Mugatu is killed, the police arrest the remaining villains, and Hansel finally has what it takes to be a father.
And I'm ready to be a father to all our children.
I lost my baby.
No.
I guess kicking the door down wasn't such a good idea.
Are you sure you weren't lying about being pregnant? That pelvis of yours looks too small.
We're gonna be a family, that's all that matters.
Hey, it's okay, Dad. I don't think Mom would mind.
It's official! Ghosts now exist in this movie.
Matilda. Go to her, Derek.
You're cool with it?
I'm totally cool with it.
So Zoolander marries Penelope Cruz, they have a child and become successful again alongside Hansel and Derek Jr.
The world's hottest plus-size model / National Book Award winner / one half of celebrity couple Zoolander.
Oh no, not this fucking music. I know it's just my opinion, but I just can't stand music from the 2010s. It sounds awful, loud, and artificial. And so is this movie. Fuck Zoolander 2! It's not the worst comedy sequel out there. Ben Stiller and Will Ferrell can be funny at times, but for the most part, the jokes are pretty mediocre. Sometimes there's no effort put into them, but other times they try way too hard to be smart. It lacks any clever satire. Even people like Penelope Cruz and Kristen Wiig are given nothing to work with, and their characters lack any proper reason to be in the story. There was no reason for this sequel to exist, and all it does is make us appreciate the first film even more than we already did. It's a lame attempt at recapturing the past and nothing more. I am a Standard Critic, and thanks for helping me reach 50 reviews. No, seriously, have I really reviewed 50 movies? I must be bonkers!
Pues sí.